Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. So right now, I'm just gonna get ready to add to the twinz candle. So the dollar bill actually came a little big, but I did say that I was still gonna make it one for them, and so did the money bag. Actually came a lot bigger than I expected. So what I was gonna do is I'm just gonna add some dollar signs and some bullets to our twins candle. Hey, Kevin. Hey, party, it's time. Yes, it definitely is. Welcome. So, this is the remix of the twin candle. So, I'm just going to get ready to add some bullets to our candle on both sides and some money sign. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. So, I'm going to sit this here just for if anybody else comes in. It won't be a long live. I'm adding the last few touches to it. The bullets, I do want to show you guys how I got different varieties and sizes of them. So we have this big one. I started off with white first. I always do, just to see what I'm working with in the detail of a candle. So this is one of the bullets here. And we have a few more different sizes, different shapes. I'm gonna actually utilize all of them, try to find somewhere to sit them. I'm thinking about making the bullet silver or gold, one of, and our money sign is gonna be orange. Thinking about going with black or silver bullets. Let's see. So right now I have orange for our money sign. And I might just randomly stick them. So I might just stick them along the name, somewhere near the gun and stuff, and then along the bottom plate as well. But first, the first thing I want to stick is the money sign. Find my placement for those first. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it, guys. That will be the ending to our twins candle, and then I can get it out too. Amen. In this mode, it shouldn't take long. As you guys can see, I'm just filling in some of the spaces right now. Just move it closer so you guys can see what I'm doing. Thumbs up and let me know if you guys can see. If not, I'll move the camera in a little bit more. If you can see what I'm doing. Hi everyone, come in and welcome at January Candle. Hey twins, welcome in. So again, twins, I did get the money back. I just showed everyone. This one came out absolutely too big, the money bag. So unfortunately, I cannot add it to you guys' candle. But if you want, I can still make it and send it with it. And then this was the $100 bill roll. The money actual roll was the same size as the candle, so I couldn't send that with the candle. And then the dollar bill actually came out big as well, so I couldn't send that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna send some money signs, and then we have a variety of different bullets that I'm gonna add to the candle as well. So right now I'm just filling in the mold. It wouldn't take long because these are smaller molds to mold. A good 10-20 minutes, and then I can go ahead and start adding them to the candle. And then once we have our finished look, I will get this candle out to you guys in the mail. Hey Monique, welcome. Thank you guys for the like. I appreciate it. I uploaded a bunch of new rooms today as well. I am in the middle of kind of like upgrading my channel, fixing my channel, re-editing. So you guys might be a little flooded. That's just me uploading, and editing, cleaning up my channel. Hey, who's that? That's Kevin. Check out my homies, the twins. Good vibes, positive, motivating, good place to be. Definitely. You guys do want to subscribe up to the twins. And Kevin said it best. Very great, inspiring people, good vibes, great channel, best mod game. Some of the best positive people I've met on YouTube since I've been here. This is the coolest candle jet rail. Thank you, Kevin. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad I tried my best. I'm always trying to think outside the box, you guys. I just appreciate the twins for allowing me to create this experience. Definitely thought outside the box when it came to this candle. Yes, Mo, if you can subscribe up to Kevin as well. He's an amazing painter, amazing guy as well. Another great channel you might want to check out. All the paintings behind me, Kevin did. Like to like show them off periodically in the back. So I was thinking about probably like adding two of the dollar signs. I was thinking about probably adding one up actually on the twins and like two here. or probably like two down here and then the bullets elsewhere. I don't know. I'm gonna try to like play around once I get the mode made and figure out the placement of where I want them. But that's pretty much what I came up with. And I'm trying to find a color right now for our bullets. So I don't need a lot of wax for that. I'm just filling up. So hopefully I was figuring to make the bullets gray. Um, Fortunately, I'm not able to get my silver. I'm gonna try to make it like a lightish gray, if that works. Because I thought about it, our guns are black, so the last thing I want is black bullets. So I'm gonna try to use a little bit of dye to lighten it up, and hopefully they'll come out gray. Add a little bit of our cannabis fragrance. And guys, I do apologize if you hear all that banging. I think maintenance is fixing something. And then I'm just gonna fill up our bowl. And it looked like our money signs are actually formed. So once I'm done filling up our bullets over here, I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna reveal our dollar signs. This is super great. Dollar bills were so big. Wish you could have known that makes a cool base. Yeah, I wish I would have known. I probably would have went that way of making the base itself. Yeah. Still though, this is such a unique piece. And to think the remake is as cool as the original. Yes, thank you, Kevin. I actually was a little concerned about that when the candle dropped. I did do some rings. If you guys check it out, I did drop the first piece, but I'm glad that I did have a backup piece, and I just worked around what I already had. Unfortunately, I had to do the letters over because a lot of them did not make it through the fall. I think only about two of the letters did, so I did have to recreate the letters. But in this way, I am kind of happy that it happened because I feel like the second piece really made it more statement and it was a lot more thicker as well. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how it came out. I'm glad that the twins like it as well. Again, I'm always thinking outside the box. And I just felt like everything with this candle definitely says the twins. So and I know their big motto is, billionaires and money nodders and swipers, big nodders, money swipers, So I just wanted to stick with that idea. I am a little sad that the dollar bill and the money bag did not come as to the size that I wanted, but there's always another candle for another day. And who knows, I might need it. As I get custom orders all the time, I never know what someone's gonna ask of me, so I feel like it's just best to have it than to need it and not have it. So now I'm just gonna set the bullets to the side and let them load. I'm just gonna reveal our dollar signs right now. I'm gonna be extra careful just because sometimes when they have fragrance, they are easier to break or pull out during the mold. Just gonna be a little careful in this process. And this is how our dollar signs are coming out. They look well. They don't look. They are on a little bit on the smaller side, but again, for this piece, we don't need as many. Some pops out better than others, so it's always best to have more than one mode. I'm pretty good at keeping up with that, and then there's times where I just have. I'm just gonna reveal all the signs first. As you can see, when you add fragrance, sometimes they do break. As I said, you want to be super careful versus you just putting the regular wax in the mold itself. Sometimes the fragrance makes it extra sticky, so it's harder to pull out. Like these two, I'm gonna leave them in there because they did fairly crack when I tried to break them out the mold. Again, another reason why it's always best to have more as well. It's just in case, like, say if I needed those two, or I needed a certain amount, and then two broke, but I still have three left to try out of. So, well, three just broke. Four. Hopefully, this one doesn't. Luckily, I only need about four, which I have enough. And I have three backup ones, well, four backups. So I lost four, but I have eight. So, and in that case, it would be an easy fix. All you would have to do is just melt those back down and then put them back in the mold and wait about 5 to 10 minutes. Now our bullets, I don't want to mess with those at all. I want to get it perfectly right the first time. So I'm just gonna let that set. While I'm actually waiting for that to set, I'm just gonna go ahead and place our dollars. Trying to find placement of where I them. I don't know if I want this one like right here. Here-ish. Probably. You just want to apply enough heat to where this could stick. As you can see, it stands up on its own. I'm just going to apply the heat. But I don't want for it to be down like that because I don't want it to stick like that. Once it's wet, it's wet. And because this is littler, it could break. So what I'm going to do is just probably put something here to hold it up. I'm going to wet this resin, let it set. Now it's setting in place. I don't have to worry about it. It'll be nice and set. Be a spot, not too much. Also be mindful of the candle placements around it. And you want to stick it. Let it set. I just want to place this across real quick to hold it. Just hold it behind it so it doesn't fall once I add a little bit of heat over it. Thick. Now that's just gonna dry. I'm gonna let that dry and form. While I'm letting that side dry and form, I'm just gonna turn it around to the other side and do the same thing. So I'm gonna find two of my best dollar signs out of the molds. I found them. But these two are the best. Guys, give me some thumbs up. Can you guys see what I'm actually doing? I just want to make sure you can get an actual visual of what I'm doing. Thank you for the like, whoever liked the live. Appreciate you. Hey, Nikki Lee, how are you doing? Welcome to the live. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate you for that. Yes, guys, if you haven't, please double tap your screen. Yes, so Nikki, I do still have your candles. I'm just waiting for payment basically, and then I can get those out to you. Did you get the bullets? Yes, so the bullets, you kind of came in late. The bullets are over here. I did them more like a grayish silver. So they're basically forming. By the time I'm done placing this and it dry, we're gonna reveal these and then stick them onto the candle as well. Um, we did get the dollar sign. The money roll was as big as the candle itself, so I didn't go ahead and get it. We did have $100 bill, but as you can see, it came up a little bit bigger. The sizing was wrong, so it came up a little bit bigger than the actual candle itself. I'm gonna make one of these separately and still send it with their candle, so they'll have it. but unfortunately, it won't be in the candle itself. And then the money bag came out way too big as well. So in placement, just in case, because I wasn't really too sure about the size of this, I end up getting some little dollar signs. So that's what I'm placing now, replacing the little money signs. And then I'm gonna go ahead, once those finish, I'm gonna place the bullet symbols. That's pretty much what we're doing right now. If you guys are just coming in for the explanation. Oh sweet, yeah. I'm really excited. I'm glad how the second candle came out. Then I'm actually kind of, in a way, I'm not happy, but I'm glad that we had that little trial and error with the candle where I dropped it, because that gives me a chance to show you guys that I'm authentic. That, you know, it's not a walk in the park. I can't show you guys every win. So I was able to show you guys a flaw, which I'm very honest about my flaws. So just getting a chance to open with you guys that it's not a walk in the park every dropped what we can use that for gold peeps. Oh, I dropped the original piece of the twins candle. I did do a rem, so if you guys missed it, you can go back and check my shorts. But I did originally drop the twins candle, the original one that I made. This is the remake. So I had to hurry up and recreate it. But I did it so fast that it kind of went unnoticed, but this isn't the original piece. Yes, and I was live when I did drop it. Uh, I was actually holding Robin at the time that I dropped, trying to put him down. He was super cranky that night when he woke up and I wasn't there. He came looking for me and wanted me to pick him up, and I picked him up, and the candle slipped and dropped. So just move this back out of the way. And so it's pretty much the ones on the side, how they look. I'm thinking once I add my bullets and where I know, I think I do want to add one at least across here somewhere. Probably like the longer one, and then add some like bullets up here to make it seem like they're flying everywhere. And then once I know where I'm placing my bullets, I can go in and probably slide a few more of these dollar signs in there somewhere. Probably stick it up here somewhere. So then it looked like it's raining dollar signs and bullets, or bullets flying everywhere from the gun. So I'm just gonna try to figure out where I want them to be. But this is this side. Excuse me, guys. This candle's taking my breath. It smells like marijuana. I'm sorry. And then this side as well. So I'm just gonna put it here. Part of the cooling fan in front of the camera, where you guys can see a little bit. And then I'm gonna check these real quick to make sure. I do want to be safe and just probably wait a few more minutes before taking them out. See. I know the first time around it easily slid out, nothing broke, but I just want to be extra careful, being that I did have fragrant cities, and I know that that can manipulate how your molds come out. So, oh, I actually like this. Is actually a nice gray. It kind of looks silver. So this is how one of our little bullets came out, guys. Just gonna try to add it. Show you guys. What do you guys think? Should I make it a little darker or is this fine for a silver bullet? Is this fine or no? Little feedback. Thumbs up. Anything? Anyone there? Where is everything? It's color. That's a lot of work. Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. And some candles are more work than others. I try not to think about all the effort that you have to put in it because then it would be easy to just give up. I know I was really, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did handle dropping the candle a lot better than I expected, but I was really actually, especially off camera, I was like, it was really bothering me. Really was beating myself up about that, but once I put myself together, listen to some music, shower, nice shower, I was right back at it. I was just even more eager to get it done, wanting to see the candle come to life. Again, I'm glad it happened because I was able to show you guys the ups and downs. It could be darker, but it'll work. Okay, thank you. Yeah, see, I ran out of gray and silver dye, and I didn't want to go through having to like mix all the colors on here with you guys. So I just used the black to get as close to like a light gray or silver. But I was afraid that if I use too much, that it's gonna be too dark. It'll come out black, which would take away from the bullets being that the guns are black. So that's why I asked. Because if I have to make it darker, I will. It's just I don't want to risk having black bullets. Some more bullets. And not for nothing, I really like how these bullet modes are. These are actually some nice, really nice bullets and very detailed. And they're very spaced out. Normally, some molds you get, they're like really crappy. And then, I mean, for $2, I can't beat it. You know what I'm saying? And they came overnight, so that was really sweet. So our big bullet did break in half, well, in threes. I'm gonna mold it back so I can use it. And because it's a thicker bullet, it shouldn't take no time. It should be easy to do. Probably should have waited for it to mold in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat this bigger bullet really quick so that it can sit together. So by the time I get ready to place it, I'll demote it. I'm just gonna heat down our mixture again, so that way I can get Ready to create a second batch of bullets for the other side. That's already sticking together, so it's not gonna take no time. So make sure that I did use this right here. I'm just gonna squeeze it real quick because it's still hot. Barely. Squeeze it. Use my favorite tool, the heat gun. Excuse me, guys. That's why I turned it on. Now that it's all melted down, I'm just gonna give it that final stir because we do have our fragrance in there still. Then I'm gonna go ahead, heat up my dropper and go ahead and fill it back up for the bullets on the other side. Guys, any of the 420 line or this candle itself, like the twins have this candle, you definitely don't have to worry about stress. And if you do smoke marijuana, you would definitely love this candle. This candle's just too strong for me. Hey, you gotta come back later. I'm streaming. 1 second. I'm sorry. Oh, one, 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I'm back, guys. So I'm just gonna set that mode to the side for those birds. This actually dried. It fixed like brand new. So what I'm gonna do is, since the top part is a little bit more sensitive, I'm just gonna find something to hold it real quick, and then I'm gonna hurry up and try to apply the top part. So you want to wet the top part and the bottom piece. For this, I don't want it to re-break or break it in any spot, so I'm just gonna hold it together like this. Stick it together. Let it sit. Apply a little heat to the back to front into the top right snap. And then I'm just gonna let it sit there to form. Now, when it dries up, if I was to grab it and it was to still break apart, what I would do is throw this back into my mixture, melt it down, um, and then re-put it in the mold and then refill it. But for the most part, this normally works. But if it doesn't, it's easy fix. So now that I have it, I'm gonna move all my stuff out the way. I bring my candle down. Excuse me, guys, it's so hot. Just gotta be careful because I do have that there and I don't. I'm gonna stick this here. And now basically what I'm gonna do is just look around where I want my bullets to be. I'm gonna use my placement bullets first to figure out where I want them to be. Now the bigger bullet, I was thinking about having it go about right here, across here somewhere, like the end. I'm not really sure if I want it there because I don't want it to take away from the twins' name. I don't know if I wanted it like across the T and the W, or if I wanted to place it sitting up a little bit or going across here. Not sure. I want the bigger bullet down here, and then just put the. I want the bigger bullet down in there. Um, thinking like probably have like a bullet here. Small, probably facing up here. Hey Rose, how are you doing? You are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I try. I try. And probably I think that's where my bullet placements are. I think I'm gonna put one here across the T and the W, one going up across the N, and the bigger bullet down there. I think I found exactly what's gonna work. And then I can always work around, you know. Fighting. Gosh. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do for this piece. Once the bigger bullet again sets, I can always add it. Believe it or not, every time I do like a candle with the cannabis fragrance or something, I always get a knock on the door, some way, somehow. So, I mean, I remember when I first started the 420 line, I had people knocking on my door asking me if I was holding, and I'm like, oh no, that's just candles. I don't, no, I don't smoke, and I don't do that. So I was funny too. I always make like a funny joke and say like I'm J. Cole Neighbors. If you know that song, you know it. If you don't, I say go look it up. But it never fails. So just apply heat to my letter, a little heat because I don't want it to bleed, and then that will ruin the whole piece. Once the color start bleeding at this point, it did bleed a little bit on the sides when I heated it up for the money sign. All I have to do is take like a wicker tool. You don't even have to have an actual wicker tool. Something clean enough, pointy enough to just get in there and scrape it off and clean it, or just line it up a little bit. Not really necessarily clean it because even if it bleed, depending on how creative your mind is or how creative set you are, you can always make it look like a reflected, or like if you ever seen something like a reflection in water and like the ripples, you it's all dependent on you and how creative you can get. If you don't like it, you can always clean it up. But if that was to happen to you, if you ever create a candle and that was to happen, that's the idea that I will go with. If it's too messy to where you can't clean it up, just form it in a way to where it looks like, like a reflection or water, in my opinion. Easy fix, easy go to. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you. Yes, guys, if you're just coming in, please double tap your screen. And again, guys, you do want to be careful because sometimes it can definitely get a little messy. Sometimes your hands can get a little sticky. Your placement can be sticky, and then it does make. Now that I have my placement, now that I stick wet both sides and stick the bullet, I'm just gonna apply a little bit of heat now that I have it in placement. Not enough to bleed my letter and not enough to bleed my bullet, but just enough heat over it so that way it can stick. So once you start to see like that waxy coat and it starts to like melt a little bit between the letter and the bullet, even if you do it a little bit over the bullet and let the wax come down onto the letter, it's gonna form once it hardens. So as you can see, our bullet hasn't fell or slipped out of place yet. And so far with the first two bullets, this is how it's looking so far. I'm thinking about adding some more. I'm trying to figure out where would I, but I don't want to overdo and take away from the twins name. So I don't want to overdo my placement of molds, but this is how the green side is coming out so far. Then when you rotate it, as you can see, we have to do this side. So I'm thinking about doing the opposite. So I'm gonna see once our gray bullet is done, our other gray bullet, I'm gonna probably place it here instead of since it's on this side, place it here and then place the littler one down here on the W. And then I'll just take a second look after that, after we placed our two big bullets and then the other two, and I'm gonna see where I can add some more. If I can't, and I feel like it's gonna overpower the candle, I will probably just leave that. But right now, that's pretty much what we have. I did wanted to do like two bullets up here touching each other, but I feel like that's too much. You know, I could be extra sometimes. I don't want to do too much. So I feel like this bullet actually, oh no, came off again. Being that this is gonna be on the ground, I can probably mold this bullet. Since the bullet's actually gonna be down here, I can probably actually mold it with no problem. I would just have to get my placement just done. And I wouldn't have to worry about it falling apart. On this side, I have the bullet going this way, and then on this side, it will be going the actual opposite way. So I think I'm actually going to add this bullet on the other side. And this side, as you can see, this one has a weed leaf in the front, and then on this side, it has a bong. So that was also something a little extra that I did add to this candle. It already stuck. And in this candle, it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's about 12 wicks in this candle. So if this is just a display candle, it works great. If they were to burn it, it's able to be burnable as well. So that's the fun part about it. And then they have about 12 different ways to burn the candle itself to get a full lit. Only thing that the twins would probably have to do with this candle is probably get like a burning plate or something they can burn it on. But other than that, I don't think they will burn it. But if they do, they're able to. Um, and that's pretty much how this side of the candle came. Nice little 3D effect. And I'm pretty much just gonna add the bullets on this side as well. Awesome. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. I definitely tried my best on this piece. I think my bigger bullet is finished, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that one out. And then you guys definitely don't want to miss tomorrow's live. Tomorrow is a customer asked me for a gender live. I mean a gender custom gender candle. So I will be going live tomorrow with that individual on creating a candle for their son. I did get that mold today. I'll probably show it sooner before I actually get on for live. I'll probably show you guys the mode ahead of time before I actually go live with that individual, so I don't spoil it for them. Um, she has like a son and she wants me to do like a gender candle for her, so that would be fun. And then Sunday's live, you guys don't want to miss it. I will be creating um a candle for Paralasca as a thank you guys. I do have two cards here that I got for Paralasca for helping me and Robin. And Robin having a beautiful birthday. So we do have those. I'm gonna sign them for me and Robin because unfortunately the kids are not here for the rest of the summer. That's me. I do have other gun modes and like a hero badge and a lot of like different things. I got a bear mode, a veteran mode. I even got like a guy with a gun as well. So I think that's gonna be really, really nice. And then I have actual mode made that says Alaska. I couldn't get it to say Pure Alaska, but it does say Alaska. So I will be, and then I have like a gun as well. So I'm gonna pretty much do that, and then I have like actual mode of Alaska itself. So that's gonna be nice. And I'm gonna create his candle as well. And probably put like little candle feet because I couldn't put a handprint in feet for Robin because he's not here. So I got like little hands and feet molds to stick on there. And that's pretty much what I'm gonna do for Paralaska and surprise Paralaska and go live as well, creating it. It's just like Nikki would say, real ones do real things. And I do appreciate all the help and support from everyone. Then setting. So that most likely means this one's gonna break. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to pull out the bigger bullet. Just because if it breaks in multiple pieces, I don't really want to go through that. Not that. So I'm waiting for basically both of my bigger bullets. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull them out. So, ooh. And again, it's so hard pulling a candle out of the mold when welcome back into the chat, guys. Welcome back. That bullet. Oh. mm. So far, I only got to put the last bullet on to the side, but this is the final look at the candle. And on this side, this is how the bullets came out as well. That's our final look. Go ahead and place our last bullet. This time I broke in 3. Oh, snap, I broke in 4 this time. All right. That's that. So this one's going this. And voila, here we have it, guys. This one's candle. Here, let me get you some light. And there goes the twin candles. What do you guys think? Yay, nay? There goes the twin candle. So I'm just gonna sit this here and let it pretty much finish setting. I'm gonna take some photos and then clean it up a little bit as well. Like here, so you have like extra blue wax. Line it up a little bit. Clean up some of the wax that melted around. And I'm gonna take some photos and we'll get this out to the twins. Just to show you guys what I'm doing, I'm cleaning up by the letters. Now that the candle and everything is in place and we're done, I'm just cleaning up like I told you guys from when it bled. Just cleaning up my colors, cleaning up the bleeding. Once I have my candle cleaned up, as you can see right here in the corner, it kind of bled up around the reed bud. So I'm just gonna clean it up. Go in with my thing and clean it up. As you can see, it's no longer there. So I'm just going faintly around and cleaning up the candle. Right here, as you can see, some of the orange came and bled around. Just cleaning it up. As you can see, I cleaned up around that letter, clean. And we are done.